Hey everybody, back for another weekend update. Decided to go ahead and show the intro this time. Studio and title design is done by Ksenija, an excellent graphic designer, lives in the Chicagoland area. Put these together for me. I usually skip through these really fast, but I thought I'd go ahead and show it today. Had a good meeting last night with one of my designers who was getting a new computer set up and was just helping him get ready to make some games. And I worked on a couple things I want to show off today. I guess I'd done this part a little while ago, but just got it hooked up properly last night, which is this little cave up here that used to be blocked off. It's a new laboratory environment set. Bunch of colorful kind of ground tiles, and it's set in this turquoise cave environment here. If I pick up a slug, it's got the little light going on in there. The light comes with it this time. I think last time it did not, but Vincent got that all fixed up. These slugs aren't bright enough to get this whole cave to like its full bright state, but there's enough colors in here to keep it super interesting. And I'll go ahead and set that guy down, make a run for it here. Not much to do in here yet. I just really like the idea of a laboratory setting that was full of slugs. At the moment, these slugs can bump into each other and they get squashed just on contact, which is not what I wanted, but I'll fix that later. There's a problem with the collider types. I can squash them as well. Anything can squash them right now, but I need to fix that up later. They actually get a little bit brighter when they get squashed, which is kind of fun. But okay. Anyway, running away. Show you the main part of things. These slugs and their lights working properly. It's a big part of what is going to enable this next bit. I took one little bit of freezy damage when I walked across the water. I'm going to be a little more careful than usual. I'm not going to charge forward this week because at some point in the near future here on one of the maps I'm going to show you, heat actually matters. So I'm going to grab another one of these flurries. Oh, it's not snowing in here today. We had some weird optimization or performance issues. We attempted to resolve that by just commenting out updates to the weather system, but yeah, didn't actually solve the problem yet. But anyway, I forgot to turn that back on. Anyway, moving on into the cave. I've only taken 1 point of freezy damage, but I'm going to go grab me another slug with its little glowy light on it, little green glowy light, and I'm going to go in here, which you can see there's a couple interesting things going on. Oh, I had cut out Bob's Cave. This, for those who watched the previous updates, this used to go directly into Bob's Cave, but recently compiling Bob's script has totally crashed the thing. I didn't make any changes to Bob, but just there's apparently some non-deterministic elements in the way that the code gets compiled. It has to do with the branching. Anyway, it's totally crashing stuff, so I had to cut Bob's Dance Cave out, and it just goes into pitch black. This map has always been here on the other side of Bob's Cave. I've stepped into it a couple times. It did not have this blazing fire in the middle before. Snowboy's over here on the left side, just barely visible in the darkness. But we've got glowy slugs to carry around with us now, so if I pick one up, I can actually find my way through here. If I attempt, oops, I just stepped on that slug. If I attempt to go through here without the slug, I can't really tell my way around, and I am likely to take a bunch of freezy damage from the ice that's in here, and that's by design. You can see when you squish these guys, again, they're a little brighter in the squish state. All of they're like glow sticks. They're like little living glow sticks. If you break them, all their glowy goo comes out. Ooh, shadows. Okay, cool. So anyway, I'm going to try and navigate this. I've run this a few times last night, so I kind of know the path, but with this this barely visible, I can only take one more freezy damage, so now I have to be extra careful and stay on the little center of the the green tile areas. If I wander off even a little bit, I will not make it, but I think I've got it here. Okay. Okay, yes, yes. Oh, and as you can see, aside from the wonderful shadows that are cast by this fire, my hearts are going back to pink. This is the first interactive element that's actually done something other than just harm the snowboy, so I don't have to use the debug keys anymore, so I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, I'm fully warm again, which means I can step on the ice and run back here and restore all my temperatures. And okay, well, I can step on a little ice without totally dying now, but there's another path that goes up here to the side of the map, and I keep bumping into the ice. Anyway, I guess I'm going to leave the slug in here to crawl around. And out here's a bunch of flurries and snow piles with flurries in them. And the purpose of these is one of my other intentions here, which is to use their freezing capacity. Oh, and by the way, oh yeah, like you just saw there, if they bump into you, they don't do health damage anymore. They do freezy damage, which was always kind of the intention of the design. I just had them doing bloody health damage for a while to test that feature, but I'm going to press this button so I can keep playing around here for just a minute. But anyway, yeah. These flurries have always been intended to have a purpose beyond just bumping into you. There's a few tiles where we use it in that little intro map here, but this little lake is intended to be crossed by Flurry Bridge, basically. So I'm going to punch a bunch of these guys out. I wanted this area to be kind of fun and explorable in the sense that you could just run around and punch a bunch of these guys, and so long as you could okay, yeah, so long as you could avoid them running around at you, they would eventually run into water and show you what they could do, even if you didn't know that they could freeze the water. They would show off that ability all by themselves. Man, I love the design of these things. They just look cool. Anyway, assuming I don't die, I could build a bridge that went all the way across here. As it stands, it's big enough that if you just tried to hoof it across, even if I'm totally healthy here, I think the water's fast enough. Yeah, can't quite make it. So, oh man, one of the dudes made it up onto the rocks. That's bad. Or maybe he wandered off the level. I still need to put like a box around the level so nobody can wander out and get into the rocks and things. I'll fix that later. Anywho, I'm excited. Gameplay is happening. I think the next update will be even more exciting, provided, of course, that I can navigate the deluge of engine bugs that recent developments have uncovered. So, anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you later next week. Bye.